18.49 degrees north, 67.13 degrees west. In the lower point of the Bermuda Triangle, the most active UFO hotspot in the world, sits Rafael Hernandez Airport in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. On the 25th of April 2013, 9:20 PM local time, pilots of a DHC-8 turboprop plane saw a reddish light move at speed across the airport. They alerted the control tower, as they themselves had not been made aware of any planes nearby. The control tower confirmed that they had a visual of it, but did not know its identity. As the object moved closer to the shoreline, the reddish light went out and the thermal imaging system was engaged to follow the object. This sensitive Homeland Security footage was kept secret for 4 years, but on the 6th of June 2017, famous paranormal expert Joshua P. Warren issued a press release containing a video of the leaked footage and hailing it as a new form of UFO. He is claiming that this UFO may not be just a visiting spacecraft, but an unexplained organism that has dipped into our skies. Using the term organic unidentified flying object, Warren believes that these may be living organisms since they do not appear to be well structured like a machine, and that it does not appear to have any traditional power source. Immediately after Warren released the footage, our researchers were on it, examining it for signs of a hoax, digital anomalies, or benign explanations. Our investigations yielded very interesting results, which we compared with the report issued by the Scientific Coalition for Ufology, who also analysed the footage. Looking at the footage, our initial instincts were to check for signs of tampering and to hypothesise on potential mundane organic explanations. The anecdotal evidence of the red light being sighted by pilots of a DHC-8 came second-hand from the unnamed source who leaked the footage. As such, we initially had to reject this information as flimsy evidence and looked solely at the footage presented to us. We initially thought it could be an albatross, as this would be the most logical explanation. Albatross have been documented to reach speeds of up to 78 miles per hour and are known to dive into the water to feed. However, no bird, craft or drone has been able to enter water at speed without causing significant surface disturbance and without slowing down. Also, although wandering albatross are known to fly great distances with their wings held stiff, we could not match the movements of the objects in the films to any known seabird, so we quickly ruled out the most obvious biological explanation. Our next step was to look for signs of digital tampering. Our video forensics expert carefully analysed the footage, and at no point did she find any suspicious pixelation, image noise or distortions. Based on this, we can confidently state that at no point does the footage appear to be faked. However, the two biggest anomalies in this film regard the object dipping into the water and where the object seemed to split into two or have a second object join it. It is these points in the film that the biggest questions are raised, and that our researchers seem to have found more conventional answers. When the object dips into the water, there is only a very slight disturbance, a tiny plume of white. It travels on at the same speed, possibly even accelerating, but leaving no wake. The thermal image is still barely visible, but there is no great unexpected change. A craft, which the Scientific Coalition for Ufology estimated to be 3 to 5 feet long and travelling at about 80 miles an hour, would cause a significant spray of water as it hit the surface. There are no known craft or animals that can traverse water without disturbing it as it travels. This is the main point which the SCO believes it to be an extraterrestrial UFO. However, an option which does not appear to have occurred to them is that perhaps the object did not enter the water at all. Our video expert pointed out that every time the footage is compressed, it degrades the quality. This, coupled with the fact that the object is very far away from the camera, so it has been zoomed in to great length, also makes the case for a digital or lens anomaly stronger, or even simply heat distortions between the object and the lens. The second object is also a matter of concern for our researchers. Analysing the footage, it showed an excessive amount of distortion. Also, as the object suddenly appears, mirroring the first object just too closely, we found this to be very suspicious. It is our opinion that the second object is artifacting or lens distortion, a common photographic anomaly. The conclusion of the UAP report and our own differ in opinion when they say there is no explanation for an object capable of travelling underwater at over 90 miles per hour with minimal impact as it enters the water, as they do not seem to fully regard the idea that the object may not actually have entered the water. However, in the latter half of their conclusion, we remain firmly in agreement. No bird, balloon, aircraft or drone has the flight capabilities shown in this video. The speed and flight path do not match any terrestrial conclusions we are able to provide, and the fact that there are no visible power sources on the object make this an exciting possibility that we are witnessing an actual alien craft. Joshua P. Warren has proffered a suggestion in his capacity as Bermuda Triangle expert. He draws a comparison between the shape of the object in the film and semis, icons of the Taino Indians, former natives of the Puerto Rican and Caribbean islands. He claims the semis the Taino Indians created bear a striking resemblance to the craft in the film and other UFO sightings in that area. The two objects do bear remarkable similarities. Both have a large central body with smaller bulbs sweeping back to each side. According to the British Museum, semi-figurines were not only representations of deities, but were thought to be living objects imbued with their own life force. Is it not possible then that over years and through translations, this idea has become confused to us? We see them as objects now because static objects are what sit in museums for us to see, but if the Taino Indians thought they were living objects, perhaps there exists living triangular objects that swept through the heavens, objects that could rocket through the skies today, for anyone open-minded enough to see them.